City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A man from nearby Wichita, it's Breece Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert to the 27-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
From the 27, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run with Hall. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Ball again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's got the first down and more. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyron Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And that's going to be caught downfield by Mims. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Wilson on second down. His throw incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. On third down, Wilson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC. 56 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jermaine Johnson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Got it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Wilson. He's able to find Melton. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. We'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Slot man moves right. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it at around the 40. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jets will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Now Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Wilson. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one, eluding the pressure right. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once
and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyron Johnson. with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. 66.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the